Good morning, everybody. I want to show you this little puppy. She is going home today. She is the last one to go home. Her owners just wanted her to stay an extra week to get a little more time with Mama. Isn't she beautiful? So turn around and see everybody. There we go. Isn't she gorgeous? So just a little puppy therapy to begin the day. I'm gonna take her and put her back in the pen. So we've been having discussions about the voice of God, and that is such a loaded phrase, as I've said before, and idea. Often people don't really know what they're asking when they're asking to hear the voice of God. Hang on just a second, let me put this puppy up. All right. This is Daisy over here. See Daisy? She is excited. Often we don't really know what we're asking. For God to reveal himself and speak is a very weighty thing. Read Psalm 29 sometime. I quote it a lot. The voice of God is louder than the many waters. The voice of God shatters the cedars. And I always add this phrase too. For someone who regularly hears the voice of God will seduce you and make you think that you are shaman. It's a dangerous thing. It's what God wants to, especially in prophetic folks. He wants to speak, often in dramatic ways. But our souls often are not ready for that. The revelation of God can crush us. Look at the life of Israel. And much is required of those who hear the voice of God. Most of us, I think, mean something more subtle than that. We're asking for God's guidance. But the very idea that God guides us and needs to do it subtly as to not overwhelm us requires that we master the subtleties. And that's why we've been talking about conforming our innermost being to the ways of God, abiding in him, his word, living and abiding in us, training our hearts in love and humility, being on the same frequency, so to speak, as God. So when we ask in prayer to hear God's voice, a request like that has everything to do with what the object is. Our God is, read about him. I mean, do we really want him to manifest himself to us? How can he, philosophers talk about epistemic distance of knowledge. How can God engage us on a personal level and yet stand in enough distance to not completely overwhelm our will? So let's think about what we're asking. I want to hear God. I want to hear God. Is my soul ready for it? What am I asking for? Am I willing to walk by faith? The way of faith is from Abraham forward. It's always been the way of the people of God. It's not an afterthought of God. Well, let's add on a requirement of faith because of a lack of evidence. That's silly. The requirement of faith is a requirement based on the type of God we believe in. So, all right. Love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. This is a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous day. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you stay safe. I hope you're pulling close to God during this time. What a beautiful opportunity to walk with God. Love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Toodaloo.